On the Yachts for Charter channel, we have brought you super yachts from St. Kitts, the magnificent Malia from Monaco, Boa Vida from the Bahamas, and the Jigger yachts Corinthia from Genoa. But today, I'll be bringing you something a little different.
The Alpha 102 VIVACE. We're here in Maine on charter. I'm so excited to share my little part of the world with you all because chartering in Maine is special. There's unmatched natural beauty. The vibe here is super chill. We're off the beaten path. Maine is just special.
And the other thing that's a little bit different with this video is I wanted to invite Bill to come along. And I did that for a very good reason. Bill Springer, also known by his alter ego Billy Swizzle, is one of the world's leading yachting journalists. If you enjoy reading about yachts, there's a good chance you will have read his work, especially if you are familiar with Forbes magazine, where he is their yachting correspondent and senior contributor. He has a passion for yachts. He has lived in New England for most of his life, and he's so full of passion and energy. He was the perfect guest to join me for the day on board. Before we show you some of the fun that this charter offers though, let me tell you about the yacht itself. And the most striking part of this yacht is without a doubt the aft deck. Just look at it. Imagine emerging from the ocean to find a crystal clear plunge pool overlooked by this comfy, spacious seating area and a shaded dining table that I look forward to showing you in action in a few moments. The sun deck is simply sensational. Sunbathing areas here are in abundance, another wonderful spot for dinner, and just look at the TV setup here. Wherever you sit, you can still watch the television. And when you've had enough of watching the television, you can recover with a cleverly crafted cocktail at the bar. Inside, the yacht is so comfortable, so light and airy, so inviting that, quite honestly, you need the deck space to be spectacular just to tempt you outside. Below deck, 5 staterooms are beautifully appointed. And the owner's stateroom, reserved for the principal charter guest, is an absolute masterpiece.
While David was showing you around the yacht, the chef was busy preparing lunch. And I can tell you from the charters that I've been on, nothing is more important on board than food. And that's why I wanted to sit down with him to find out more about the chef's experience, the crew, and his experience as well. Now tell me a little bit about, I know your wife is from Maine, tell me a little bit about cruising in Maine, because it's a pretty special place.
Yeah, so Maine is just a very, very rugged coastline, and it is beautiful. For us, it's off the beaten path, and that's kind of the itineraries we like. For clients, we like to get them off the beaten path. We don't like to do the milk run stuff. We like to show people something new, and Maine has that to offer. There's so many nooks and crannies and cute little towns everywhere, and often we'll get our clients on a local lobsterman's garden. They'll go pull the traps, and then we'll do a lobster boil on the beach or on the dock, or just stuff like that, you know. And amazing hiking, outdoor stuff as well. It's our favorite season. We love New England.
And you're providing your clients with things that they can't really get anywhere else.
No, and that's it. I mean, you know, when people think it's charter a yacht, they think of white sands and palm trees, but this is a whole nother kind of paradise up here. And it's still somewhat untouched by yachts and charter yachts, and so that's why we're here with you guys now. We're trying to promote it more and show people that there's a whole new area that you can see and experience the luxury of a yacht somewhere new.
And I think for me, just New England is such a special place in the summertime, right? What do your clients say about being here in the summer? Because it's not like this all year long, but when you get the sun and you get the fluffy clouds, you get the glistening on the water, it's really unlike anything.
Yeah, it really is, and because it's such a short season, I think that's what makes it even more special. You know, you really only have a limited time to enjoy it, and so if you can make it happen on a yacht, you should.
And you can have days with fog too, right?
Exactly.
And that makes the days when the sun's out even more special.
Yeah, that's it. And so it's such a different season, and that's what we love about it.
On VIVACE, we've decided to create our own master blend of bourbon, which we're aging in the bottom of our bilges. The constant motion and rocking of the vessel creates a really complex flavor in the bourbon itself, and we plan to give it as charter giveaways. What I've decided to make for you today is a craft cocktail that features some local ingredients. We have fresh cherries in season right now, so I thought it would be fun to do something with a blend of our VIVACE branded bourbon and some sour cherries. So let's make it. Okay, so first off, I've taken the sour cherries and I've actually made my own simple syrup out of it. So it's basically just 1 part water, 1 part sugar, 1 part cherry. So we're gonna add that first. We're gonna add a little bit of egg white here. That creates a nice froth. We're gonna add some lemon juice. And then our specialty bourbon.
It's been so much fun filming with Bill on board. He actually has a habit when he does a video review of a yacht to always end up in the hot tub. I think on this occasion I've convinced him not to do that. The important thing for us was to be able to convey the authentic charter experience on board this yacht. This is, after all, such a very special place and such a very special yacht.
What else should we talk about? I feel like
I love it. It's so possible. I was literally sitting there thinking, how can I make more money?
we sold David on the fly. Everyone's like, we'll give it to you for a discount. But we have to cut. I have to.